Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that someone on the internet is tracking your every flight. Not a government agency. Not journalists. But a teenager. And every time your private jet takes off, thousands of people online know exactly where you're going. This is the story of how a teenager named Jack Sweeney built a system that tracked the private jets of some of the most powerful people in the world, including Elon Musk. What started as a simple coding project quickly turned into a global controversy involving billionaires, privacy, social media platforms, and millions of followers. And at one point, Elon Musk even offered the teenager money to shut it down. But Jack Sweeney said no. To understand how this happened, we need to go back to when Jack Sweeney was just a curious teenager who loved coding and aviation. Jack grew up fascinated by airplanes and technology. Like many young programmers, he spent hours experimenting with code and building small projects just to see what was possible. One day, he discovered something interesting. Aircraft around the world constantly broadcast signals that contain information about their location, altitude, speed, and direction. This system is called ADS-B, which stands for Automatic Dependent Surveillance Broadcast. It's used by air traffic control and aviation systems to track aircraft in real time. The surprising part? These signals are completely public. Anyone with the right receiver can capture them. And many websites already collect this information to show live flight maps. But Jack had an idea. What if he used this data to track private jets belonging to billionaires and celebrities? Using programming and publicly available flight data, he began building automated bots that tracked aircraft owned by famous people. One of the first accounts he created tracked the private jet of Elon Musk. The account was called ElonJet. Every time Musk's jet took off or landed, the bot automatically posted the location and flight details online. At first, almost nobody noticed. But slowly, people began following the account. They were fascinated by seeing where one of the world's richest people was flying. Soon the account gained thousands of followers. Then tens of thousands. Eventually it exploded to hundreds of thousands of followers. People began using the account to analyze Musk's travel patterns. Some followers calculated the environmental impact of his flights. Others simply found it interesting to see where billionaires traveled. But Elon Musk himself wasn't amused. In late 2021, Musk sent Jack Sweeney a direct message. In the message, Musk asked if Jack would shut down the ElonJet account. He said the tracking made him uncomfortable and raised concerns about personal safety. Then Musk made an offer. He said he would pay Jack $5,000 if he deleted the account. For most teenagers, $5,000 would be a huge amount of money. But Jack didn't immediately accept. Instead, he replied with a counteroffer. He asked for $50,000. Jack explained that the money could help him pay for college and possibly buy a car. Musk didn't accept the deal. The conversation ended, and the ElonJet account remained active. But the story didn't stop there. As news spread about the account and Musk's request to remove it, the situation became a global headline. Media outlets around the world started covering the story. A teenager tracking the private jet of the world's richest man sounded like something out of a movie. Soon Jack Sweeney became famous. People admired his programming skills and the creativity of the project. But others raised serious concerns about privacy and security. Should the travel movements of individuals be broadcast online in real time? Even if the data is technically public? The debate became even bigger when Jack expanded the project. He began creating bots that tracked the private jets of other billionaires, celebrities, and politicians. These included tech leaders, business executives, and public figures. Within months, Jack had built an entire network of jet tracking accounts. Then the situation escalated again. In 2022, Elon Musk purchased the social media platform Twitter. Many people wondered what would happen to the ElonJet account now that Musk owned the platform. At first, Musk publicly stated that he supported free speech and would not ban the account. He even tweeted that his commitment to free speech included allowing the account to remain active. But that promise didn't last long. Later that year, Twitter suddenly suspended the ElonJet account. The platform claimed the account violated new policies related to real-time location tracking. Jack Sweeney's account was banned, along with several other jet tracking accounts. The decision sparked massive debate online. Some people supported the ban, arguing that publishing real-time location data could endanger individuals. Others accused Musk of hypocrisy. They argued that Musk only changed the rules because he personally didn't like being tracked. The story became one of the biggest social media controversies of the year. But Jack didn't give up. Instead, he moved the project to other platforms. He continued posting jet tracking data on alternative social networks and websites. Even after being banned from Twitter, the project continued to attract attention. By this point, Jack Sweeney had become one of the most well-known teenage developers on the internet. His story showed how powerful simple ideas can become when combined with technology and public data. What started as a small coding experiment turned into a global discussion about privacy, wealth, transparency, and the power of social media. It also revealed something interesting about the modern internet. Information that once required government-level resources to track is now accessible to ordinary people with programming skills. Anyone with a laptop and creativity can build tools that reach millions of users. For Jack Sweeney, the project became more than just a hobby. It opened opportunities for interviews, media appearances, and recognition in the tech world. And it proved that sometimes the most impactful ideas come from curiosity. A teenager wondering if he could track airplanes online ended up challenging one of the most powerful billionaires on the planet. And all of it started with a simple question. What if you could track a billionaire's private jet? Sometimes the internet turns small experiments into global stories. And in this case, the experiment belonged to a teenager who simply liked airplanes and coding. But his project ended up showing the world something much bigger. In the digital age, information is power. And sometimes that power comes from unexpected places.